Game for third in the Huya Super League. Both defeated in the semis, obviously. That's how you reach a game for third. $1,500 on the line. Two Koreans face each other. Sok versus FoCuS. Who can make up for the lost semi-final? Who will claim $1,500? The loser of this match, another best of three, is going to go home empty-handed.
Echo Isles, a map that I think we don't normally see too much in this matchup, right? Normally we see that vetoed, but we're going to have a chance to see it here once again. In the past, used to sometimes even be played with a fast expansion by human, but against Farseer, that does not sound like a very good idea at all. So, should most likely be one base play, at least for a while. Nice thing here for FoCuS is it's certainly going to be an easy natural and should be a Farseer.
Yes.
Stream lag.
Yeah, Farseer it is versus Archmage. Not skipping barracks, not rushing anything. Standard opening. Question is, when will we see the shop of FoCuS side? How fast will he tech? And will his harass be better than it was against Infi? Because the Chinese was just masterfully defending against the lightning bolts and the wolves.
Also, this is a map where theoretically Shadow Priest is viable. I know some humans like playing Merc Camp Creep first, but that normally slows down your tech immensely.
Yeah.
Because you need plenty of peasants to make that work, militia-wise. And you're probably gonna lose some as well. Oh, wait a minute. 2 militia creep, so the tiny green camp. Well, that's interesting.
Maybe this is a little bit like evasion creeping. FoCuS will not expect him to go here. It's either the green in the north or the Merc camp.
Oh, and the cool thing is the AM then can pull out the creeps whilst taking the safe small green camp. The footy runs into the Merc camp and gets the Shadow Priest.
Huh.
That's pretty cool. I haven't seen that before.
Nifty little move by Sok. Okay, so we do have the spell now. And healing. Without building a shop. But how many peasants will fall this time?
Yeah, none so far. Here comes the first dispel. And I like that. This is also pretty cool. Sok patiently holds on to the second dispel because dealing with one wolf is pretty easy. You can just right-click him down, and when the next set gets summoned, that's when he uses the next dispel. This is a lot of nice little moves over here. I like that a lot. And because it was only a 2 militia creep, this is a really fast tech as well for the human. Should certainly still be faster for FoCuS. But not by that much, I think.
Cool little opening. These players, of course, know each other inside out from so many cups and tournaments and spending time together. We have a War Mill again in FoCuS's base and 2 new subs. Thank you, Randius and Han Lavadama for the 2-month 3 sub. Another round. Have one on the house.
Next camp here for FoCuS, for Sok, excuse me. If he gets level 2, that's a big deal. Trying to play around it, and he does so nicely. That's level 2. That's the aura. Makes everything a little bit easier. Sok so far certainly with the upper hand this game. Last hit also again nicely played around for the troll. Farseer didn't have a chance there to secure that for himself. Peasant saved as well. AM health is a little bit low, but everything else is looking pretty damn good for Sok here.
Except the Shadow Priest can't really get another dispel out, so he falls. But he did a great job.
Yeah, he got 2 dispels off, a bunch of healing. He did what he was supposed to.
All right. Oh, another kill. Sok getting a little sloppy. Was hoping for the arcane to finish, I guess.
AM being hurt here, that is a bit of a problem. If Sok wanted to be aggressive early on tier 2 against the natural creep or something like that, that's a little bit dangerous now. Speed scroll, stomp, always a possibility. The build from FoCuS is the Lin build. How did the footy die over there? Did he fight against the grunt?
That is an interesting question, and Sok is playing it a little different than Infi did in the semis, going for Rifleman.
Okay. Can't really say that I'm a fan of that, but we'll see how he makes that work.
Kind of the Korean approach, right? Chinese never do it. Also in 2 and 2, they play rifle quite rarely. Chimiko and Sok, they seem to still be fans of the rifles.
Rifles, of course, have high damage output, and if you have good positioning, you may still be able to deal with the TC. Just stomp, bolt him, focus him, and then he can't get into position for the perfect stomp. What I really like against the rifle build is actually not Shaman, but rather going for Walkers. TC plus Walkers, because then you have a lot of damage mitigation. But it's hard to get that scouting info early. I guess that's why Sok intentionally put the Blacksmith way in the back, and perhaps the Wolfies didn't quite see that. So Sok is aggressive, by the way, here with his level 2 AM, trying to slow down the TC over here. But again, the AM is hurt, so this is not so easy.
Water Elemental is chasing this grunt, but nice appearance of the Shaman. So easy perch, saves the grunt. Damage controlled by FoCuS. But this needs some heal salves. That's quite some resources. That's not going into army. And rifles are coming. How does he want to build this critical mass of breakers with this? Or is he so confident in his micro that he doesn't need it? He can dodge the storms.
I think mass breakers just simply doesn't fit into this build unless he wants to go for a late transition. TC with a stomp again. Footy is taking quite a bit of damage there, but being saved still fairly well. Ensnares from the trappers here are dangerous. But the Ogre Magi walks out very far. Is there Zap available? MK got both experience and item.
So big again. Big mana potion. Is this the 4th big mana potion we see today? That's a lot. But we see also purchase and Storms. Mobility is not the big plus on Sok's side at the moment. Uses another Stormbolt. Can't save this grunt. Gets a 1-for-1 trade for now. But that always goes into the human's favor.
Yeah, but the TC's out of mana now. I'm surprised Sok doesn't chase there. He had many more Stormbolts available. So Footy's died. And 1 rifle died. Okay, the 1 rifle, that is the painful loss, I guess. But still pretty even in this game, I would say. 40 supply for FoCuS. And 41. Well, 39 for FoCuS. 41 for Sok. Was that a second Sanctum coming up?
Yeah.
Or was that the shop?
No, he switched. Or he is switching at the moment.
How many rifles does he have?
2? Okay.
Because then it would look pretty similar to how Romantic, goddamn, Fortitude played. And there was mass breakers and just a few rifles sprinkled in to have an answer against the Windriders.
Feels like it's going heavier, but yeah.
I like this build, actually. Depending on... I would like to see rifle production stopped right now. Because in the early mid-game stages, rifles are still good because TC isn't that strong yet. He's at most level 2. Yeah. But if he gets to level 3, level 4, level 5... that's when he becomes insane against rifles.
It's also very good for creeping to have 2, 3, 4 rifles. Speeds up everything. Also very good against buildings when they're still produced.
It's so cool how this matchup just keeps evolving over the last couple of months. There's new developments every week.
Yeah. And it goes back and forth with new builds. Close to level 3 MK now. I wonder if Sok plays sorcerers, and if we completely skip them.
When you have level 2 clap, sometimes that's all the slow you need. MK inventory looking so good. Big mana. Ring of Protection is actually really good. I even think Periapt is pretty good. Not quite as good as a Pendant of Energy, certainly. But not bad. So, FoCuS crept the natural and is now expanding. What is Sok gonna do about that is the question.
FoCuS got the first round of items at the shop with the heal scroll and invul. Is there a counter expansion? Not really. We're getting ready for a push.
How does FoCuS have so much money? He made Tower, Expo, and got the heal scroll, and still has the same amount of supply.
He sold quite some stuff. Not too sure. Oh, control magic.
Yep.
Also a thing that Koreans use a lot more than Chinese.
Yeah, Envy earlier instead decided to dispel them all the time.
Yeah.
Which has its own benefit of giving you experience.
On the other side, you give experience to your opponent if you control the wolves.
Oh, that first clap was big though. It almost looks like it requires a heal scroll already.
Right. With that level 3 timing, the priests have not the most mana. I'm not too sure how many wolves he can steal with it. Nicely dodging. Clap was good. Breakers kind of want to retreat now. A little bit of feedback damage to burn mana on the TC. Should still be more than fine. But towers are up. First one. No, the clap again. That did require the heal scroll to be able to stay in this. Militia support as well. There's so much more clap. Everything down to 50%. FoCuS, how long can you stay in this? Stun on the Mountain King. There's no survivability on him, really. TP transferred, used, push, stopped.
And very little died there. One grunt died, one priest, and a couple of peasants, I guess. But yeah, FoCuS holds. There's going to be 2 towers up here. The expo's about to be finished. I'm not sure that this can be broken by Sock anymore. But he still has the option of counter-expanding with power build that does finish rather quickly. We saw it earlier working out by Infi. Was of course a very different game compared to this one. But the principal idea, not impossible to make work. Once again, it looks like Sock is too late at the shop. Everything's out of stock already. It was Black Friday. Do we have Black Friday deals in Germany, by the way?
Yeah, I think everyone is picking up on it now. It's like an entire week by now.
It's like the week before Thanksgiving or something, right? I don't even know, man. All these new holidays and trends. What is this? I am old man.
Just commercialized. They commercialized everything. It's the best scam of the year. We even go Berserkers and
now.
Raiders.
Yeah, only one so far.
It's good to control the Mountain King when he wants to move in for the cloud.
Yeah, that and Snare earlier pretty much forced the TP. That's why he was required to teleport back. Oh, the power build was stopped there because Lumber was missing for a little bit. That MK inventory is completely off the charts insane, though.
I wonder if he has the balls to drop the pendant before using the mana potion. Okay, FoCuS is pushing though. Good damage from range. Control magic. The wolves are working for Sock now. Taming the beasts. Control on the TC is good as well. 2 breakers, 4 feedback. And that's about it, but they're getting taken out by grunts now. And yeah, the end snare is making sure to get the kill. He'll score immediately against the Clab. Sock has to move back a bit. The rifles are still strong, but he can't really reach. The Sork, number 1, getting killed. Chain lightning was massive. Second Sork finally be able to work some slow here. But he burned through the mana. Clap is no more. Unless he decides to go for the potion heal scroll again. Oh my. Sock is losing so much. And now he drops the pendant. We have full mana Mountain King again. Clap Stormbolt. About to get a triple kill. Here's number 1. Uh-oh. He turns it around though. But no mana to use.
And it looks like Sock doesn't quite have the numbers here, losing more and more. FoCuS there suddenly at 65 supplies.
Yes,
such a big army.
Happen? Wolves
Counter
again.
expansion a little bit too late, it seems.
No Arcane Tower. Getting too many free kills.
Yeah, TC's about to be level 5. This MK is super strong, but he does need some support. It's not like he can do it all by himself.
There's Disable now on him. And all the items don't really help. These end snares were a great addition. And that's GG. FoCuS claiming map number 1, 1 step away from $1,500, and it just feels like it's not Sock's day today.
Yeah, I think it was the wrong choice to push the expansion. He could have counter expanded much sooner, and then he could have stayed on par with production. But that was just a little bit too late, seemingly. But very well done by FoCuS, reading his opponent well as well. Was really sure that a push was about to come in. Had the tower ready. Second tower was on the way. Very well defending at the expansion. Yeah, but Sok, not the right choice there, in my opinion. But that's only game 1. In our best of 3, there's still a chance to come back.
True. Maybe with a build that doesn't involve rifles, maybe switching it up now. Human have several options to play this, and of course, map dependency is a thing as well. It's so fun to see, like after the happy game against Sok already, a few players were like, Sok is overrated anyway, and now it's kind of the same. I completely changed my opinion on Sok. I really thought he was good.
Sok is not overrated. Sok is very, very, very good.
Yes.
Today may not be his best day, but everyone has off days. Other than Happy. Every normal player has off days.
Yeah, I mean, Happy has some off days as well, but then he's winning series 3 and 1 instead of 3.
Yeah, that's still crazy.
So yeah, the map picks and no, not bans really, but Sok playing Northern Isles now. We've seen Northern Isles a lot today, in general. We see it.
Yep. The new maps, Northern and Concealed, oftentimes left in the pool. Concealed this time not involved. But Northern Isles certainly is. Chimiko used to play the Tuskar camp first for instant level 2. But I think that's a Chimiko special, not a Korean special, if I remember right.
Yeah.
We're gonna see how that goes. But anyways, we saw the rifles. What did we think of the rifles?
A little underwhelming, to be honest. For creeping, it was good for the necessary level 3 on the Mountain King. That helped. But FoCuS saw them and was like, okay, if you play rifles, man, it's all I need. I don't need to go Wyvern, because they are kind of essentially the counter 2 rifles. And you can just dodge them and skip them and play heavier on grunts with Shaman. The TC reigns supreme if there's not enough breakers. So I think it's just too easily countered.
Maybe they also, perhaps it needs a bit more refinement, because we saw 3 rifles into Sanctum. I think 2 rifles into Sanctum might be better. Because if you go 2 rifles, that's still decent damage against Kodos, against Windriders, and you, more importantly, get quicker towards Breakers, because Breakers is the trump card in the late game.
It kind of prevents the mass Kodo build, though, if you go rifles. So maybe he doesn't want to play against that and thinks he has better chances against the normal build. I don't know. Thank you, Lord Helmi. 52 months of subbing. That is crazy.
Woohoo.
Thank you.
That's almost 4.5 years, man.
Remo, you're getting better at dividing by 12. Better and better.
I got my calculator here. That's how I was able to do that.
Do you have a list with like 6, 12, 18, 24, 30?
I mean, yesterday you told me that you were able to count to 6 at least. But beyond that, it gets a little bit rough.
I don't remember that. I know we're talking a bit about Borat, but that's...
Oh, that was really good yesterday.
That was the one moment I kind of remember.
How was drinking with the Danish guy yesterday, by the way?
It was fun.
And how did that picture come about?
Let's not talk about it. They were playing beer pong and weird stuff happened.
Ah, I see. On your kitchen table?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that like a pretty short one?
It's okay.
All right. So, anyways.
We went to play pool later that evening, and I owned at pool.
Dude, I'm so bad at pool. Pool and bowling. I don't know what it is.
But
like other ball sports, I'm kind of okay at, but pool and bowling, especially pool, is just a travesty.
I thought you liked physics. It's pretty much just physics.
Yeah, but it's about throwing or pushing things very accurately in a certain angle.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't have that.
Okay. But you threw a 180 at darts in Shanghai with the first freaking try. We'll never forget that.
That was so good, dude. I should have just stopped right there.
Yeah. Career high.
Yeah. Yeah, in Shanghai, I went to a darts bar, which is apparently a thing in Shanghai, with tons of dartboards on one side of the room and the bar on the other side. And Neo is actually the darts player. I am pretty damn awful, normally. But I went up to the board, 3 arrows, 3 times, triple 20, boys. I felt so good. Next to us was like a pair of friends, 2 guys, who seemingly went there often. And they gave me a high five for my great accomplishment. It was a great evening.
That was indeed sick. We have a little bit of an harass by FoCuS, keeping Sock trapped in his base. But I don't see any corpses yet, so... nothing really happening, right?
Not yet, but this was only the first set of wolfies. There will be many more coming, and peasants are hurt already. I think the arcane just started upgrading, so there's a bit more time until that one is finished. This one footy fighting against the altar. Is that really good?
I don't know. Everyone does it nowadays, right? I'm not too sure what it
basically
really
does is force the second grunt to stay in the main for a little bit longer. But is that worth?
I'm not too sold on it either.
Yeah, we can see it now. Grunt comes out, chases the footy away on the minimap. There it is. Like, me, I don't get it.
We have the Warmer once again. Feels like this time we won't see rifles, and then FoCuS is gladly switching it up to more and earlier Kodos.
Compare this game, by the way, to Infi's game earlier. Infi still, despite the Farsi pressure, was able to find level 2 AM pretty quickly, going for the bigger of the 2 green camps towards the middle. But what about Sok? He's level 1, and now has no more mana for a new water elemental. One of the creeps from the Murlocs is already gone, so if he kills the other one, he still doesn't get level 2, and this is exactly what you want as Orc on this map. Preventing level 2 AM, if you accomplish that in the early game, that is outstanding. And so far for FoCuS is looking really good. Even if he doesn't get the last hit here, this is still fine.
So, can they play around it? Nope, Sok got it. Close to level 2 now. That was pretty important, but will he lose a footman on it? Looks like it.
Does he have mantle?
Deny. Nope, just glove.
Oh, I knew it, dude. Ugh.
Crosshair, you mean? Yes. Oh, it is rifles again.
I kind of like it this game, because he's not going to have level 3 elementals for a really long time. So he could certainly use some DPS. Good early by FoCuS, though. Really good early, I would say.
Yeah, what can Sok do now to creep up a storm? He needs to creep up a storm now, which is doable on Northern Isles, but will FoCuS give him the time, or will he play the TC a little more aggressively?
Yeah, I would expect FoCuS to creep towards level 3, expand behind, and then look for a fight. Pretty much the standard nowadays for orcs. FoCuS takes his time, goes for the green to the Tuskars, then to the natural, most likely. So not being super greedy with like a 35 supply expansion or something like that. Fine level 2 for the AM. My goodness, that took forever.
I would love to have an actual in-game clock now to compare it to Infi's leveling earlier. But okay, gets the shop. Not being contested as FoCuS is busy on the outskirts of the map. So at least he gets that. Vamp Aura. That's pretty much useless.
200 gold at least, which is always welcome. Here we have the 3 rifles again. This is kind of the break-off point. If you go any more, then you're in the mass rifles territory and can't really go into mass casters. So here comes the natural creep. Solo experience for the TC. Will not quite be level 3, but with the green camps outside his position, that will be acquired. Talisman of Evasion for the TC is pretty good for his tankiness, but most of all, you want mana items, which FoCuS has not found yet.
Okay. Wards, of course, perfect for additional and free scouting. FoCuS no expansion yet. Goes to the marketplace. Second unique spot on the map. But Sock knows.
Contention over the Warlord. I feel like I've seen this win or lose games plenty of times in the past. But FoCuS falls back, wants to play it safe, wants to get that level 3 TC first, and there acquires it now. Scroll the Beast, Invul, lots of inventory on this TC. Militia have been called from the main. We're still only at 3 rifles, by the way. Seems like that is the number Sock feels good at. And gets the big consumable on the MK, which we haven't seen yet. TC coming in, looking for the Storm. Decent splits on the rifles, but this is the big Storm that we all know. Book of the Dead was the item, and that's a really good one. Sock gets the surround on the Kodo. A lightning shield on the Kodo Beast, though. Very well reacted. Lots of damage from that one, but the Kodo will still fall in the end over here. The MK is level 3 himself, after all, so plenty of damage from him. Scroll the Beast activated.
So many consumables used. Book of the Dead, Scroll the Beast, pretty much everything they have in the inventory. It's up now. Fastia almost getting surrounded. Follows this up with a Chain Lightning. Gets one Priest out. TC's gotta be careful. Has some tanky items. Kodo being almost surrounded there. Will definitely fall. Good blocks by Sock again. And he's getting that kill.
Book of the Dead made a big difference. Both Kodos dying. That's painful. And now towards the expansion, that is easily enough time for the cancel. Militia could be taken out, or peasants rather at this point. But FoCuS is going towards the Expo, trying to save it, but there's no saving this one. Expo cancelled.
That was fairly easy. At least it felt like it for now. Stormbolt again. It has no clap, right? It's just, it's bash? Have we seen a clap? That would be weird.
I don't think we did. Which is really strange.
Yeah. Maybe felt like without a high level Brilliance Aura and without mana items, you can't really afford it.
Yeah. Or he thinks since he's playing rifles, he has to protect them. So he has to Stormbolt the TC all the time. But I didn't really Stormbolt the TC for most of that fight. He went for the Kodos instead, which seemed to be a very good idea indeed. That Grunt looking mighty exposed. I was smelling the Stormbolt right there, but Sock holds on to it patiently.
How does a Stormbolt smell?
Like thunder. Like Mjolnir as the... Oh, Storm coming in. He didn't use the TP. Big mistake by Sock. Oh no. Again he loses the first hero. Like against Happy.
Same map, actually. Same map, same hero. Storm now. Rifles are being taken out. That's the damage of this army gone. And he wants to go for it again, right? He should have a Storm pretty soon. Mass Militia. Sock is throwing everything at FoCuS. And we see the Lightning Shield again. Quick dispel, but damage done already.
Oh, there's the clap,
falls.
by the way.
There's the clap, yes.
Wolfie's coming in now. They're actually pretty damn good with no breakers being here. Not too much dispel being available either. Super scrappy fight now in the middle. Stomp coming in again, but the Grunt still dies. Traded for a footy. A trade that Sock will take. Supply numbers pretty low here still. We have 42 for FoCuS, 37 for Sock, retreating back to the main, losing a few more peasants. And I think that should almost be enough time now for the expansion to be done.
Feels like it, right? Sock's first push was so well executed and so well timed. But this second fight, again, losing this Archmage, that might break his neck in this game for third.
That was so close though. That stun duration was like 0.1 or 0.2 seconds. That was right on the edge. But not really a mistake you can afford to make. With that hero loss, it seems like Sock lost all his momentum. He falls back now to his side of the map. Creeps the Tuskars. Big healing. That's a good item. But it feels like now he is forced to play all in. Now it's too late to counter-expand. Yeah. And at the moment, Sock doesn't quite have the army size to go for that all-in attempt.
Also pretty broke. Like 150 gold, needs items. Otherwise, his hero's just gonna die again. Okay, they take the time for more creeping. Is there a big level up around the corner? Not for the MK. Level 4 is nice, but not one of the big ones.
Helm of Valor. Meh.
Remo doesn't like the +4 items.
True. I am not so fond of trash. That is a fact. I'm not a raccoon. Dude, I would love to have a raccoon pet, actually. I think they're so cute.
Don't they, like, scratch you everywhere?
No, I'm gonna have a
Tear
well-behaved
your face
little...
apart and stuff?
No, I'm gonna have a well-behaved little raccoon.
Ah,
He's gonna be playing with Ziggy in the corner.
ah.
I love when they do the little touchy touch with the hands and stuff. Oh, so cute.
The little touchy touch, huh? You
Yeah.
like that? Okay.
Quite a bit of creeping now being accomplished by Sock, though. Level 4 MK, that is, again, the feel-good level. His items so far this game have been decent, but not too good. I wonder what levels or lock and lock. Levels or lock and lock. TC's level 4, pretty close to 5.
Yeah.
Barseer must be level 3, I think. Maybe even level 4. Ivory Towers. I love this play by FoCuS. Threatening the base attack because he knows that Sock has to push him. Especially with the TP forced earlier. This is really smart.
And there must be speed scrolls to get out. And lightning shield on the wolves. Oh, what a sweet play. This is great damage. No dispel around. And this is a few guaranteed kills right there. And even a zeppelin to play against this. Oh, this is so nice. Stun and right clicks to dodge the breakers and get to the back line.
How good is the Zeppelin? Especially since there's no Sorks for slow, the Zeppelin usage is absolutely outstanding. The rifles do gun it down over time, but the TC got plenty of value.
TC
Getting storm bolted now. TC in trouble!
Dead. Yes, you're a little behind me. TC dies eventually to this MK. He's getting purged. He's getting attacked, but the big potion. Oh, how handy is that item now? Archmage under pressure. No stomp, of course. Everything is calculatable. That's also an invo potion. Grunts and Raiders heard. Can get mana potion, could stomp everything to death. It feels like Sock is back in this game.
Did FoCuS transfer the TP and didn't have the time to use it on the TC, or what was going on there?
I don't know.
Because the Farseer has like nothing in his inventory anymore. FoCuS hustling back. Oh man, it was looking so good for the Orc, but suddenly TC dies. And again, we're starting to get to those breaker numbers.
Big pickups now. But Expo's up. And this army is not really well designed to kill buildings. It's okay. But it's not great.
Sock finds the lifeline here with that hero kill.
2 hero kills completely changed this game. First the Archmage kill by FoCuS. Now the TC kill.
Borrow takes out a priest. That's not too bad. FoCuS is back. TC from the tavern. Has some mana, but not too much. So many illusions. And wolfies and raiders.
Okay, is this an overwhelming illusion shield? Takes out the first breaker. That's level 5 on the TC, right? Uh-oh. What's he going for? Stormbolt first. Heal scroll and invul and mana potion on the Mountain King. That little dwarf is so strong. And this TC is losing a lot of mana. That's the last bit of stomp. 5-second one. But Mountain King's only now down to 50% and still has the invul and still has the healing.
And it's about to be level 5.
And is about to be level 5. It's a very good upgrade there. Grunts and Raiders not taking part in this fight at the moment. Chain Lightning is good. Stormbolt is also very good. That's level 5 for you. Oh, there's also mana. Clap hits so big.
And now we have control magic as well. Wolfie's coming in to join the alliance. 46 supply, not too much for Sock, but he's got a strong army and even stronger heroes. New tower coming up, once again going towards the peons at the expansion. FoCuS has to hold the expo. He cannot play this game on one base.
Yeah, but what's left of the army? What's left in the hero's inventory? FoCuS hanging in map 2 by a thread.
Is that the army? One grunt, one raider? That can't be it.
A couple of shamans are joining now as well. Purges
are still good against the elementals. FoCuS should really stop summoning the wolves.
Okay, here we go again. Stomp. FoCuS, I feel, needs a hero kill, but how? Where is the point of attack? Of course.
Invul used though. That's 7 seconds and then it's over.
TP
so there
out.
we go. TP forced.
Chain Lightning, 1 kill, 2 kills on the way out. And FoCuS holds. That was...
Finally we have a close game.
Premature,
Finally.
yeah. That Invul though, was that necessary?
Yeah. Perhaps not really, but being stomped cost him a hero earlier.
Yeah, better safe than sorry then.
I love that FoCuS after the TP immediately runs to the middle and claims the items. Claims the invul and the heal scroll, I imagine. 46 supply for the human. Sok with a better army. FoCuS with a bigger army. At least he should have that. But FoCuS only 46 supply himself. He's not out of the woods yet.
And the big red force is coming again. 46 supply. It's not that big actually. So, is it time for a hero kill now? This time, no invul potion. Just a normal potion on the Mountain King.
Yeah, Raiders get sniped so easily when there's no Spirit Link involved or healing.
TC has only 50% of his mana. Everything's slowed down now. Stomp doesn't hit too well at all, but it's really hard to hit anything but the Mountain King at this point. Water Elemental threaten the peons. No counter expansion at all. Wolves are, I think, harassing in the base of Sok. Nice Chain Lightning, but Heal Scroll to counter it. Was that the last one, though? I feel like it. Who has more sustain? Stomp only ending up on the Mountain King. Nothing else, really. Priest can do whatever they want. Archmage can do whatever he wants. Water Elemental summoned again. Peons hold on for this, though. Level 5 Farseer, right? That's a big Chain Lightning now.
Yeah. And I think he still has mana potion on the TC as well. If he finds the connection to the priests, perhaps he can take out the healing. Oh. But the MK is still so scary.
Control magic again. Like, FoCuS is kind of falling apart here.
Why did he go Woofy's level 3?
I don't really know. Kodo falls. He could easily kill the priests and go for great hero focuses with Chain Lightning 3, but he feels wolves are better. I do not agree with this decision. Immediately taken over. And now this is another threat for FoCuS. He has to react to this.
These Woofies are actually insanely good against the Orc.
Yeah. And not having an expansion is also very good for the human. Last ditch effort to hold it. Okay, he distracts. Big clap once again. FoCuS had no time to go to the merchant, of course. Wolves again, fighting against this orc, are invisible again. He needs a hero focus again. Uh-oh, mana potion. That's the big Stormbolt of the TC. Has an invul, gets the stomp off, gets the kill immediately. But everything's so low for FoCuS. Farseer low, TC low, mana kinda low. And the Mountain King is approaching Avatar region. Stormbolt again. Oh, he just needs a little bit of mana, of XP for the ult. But TP out. That's the expansion gone. He repositions, though. The clap would be massive. Invul potion. Mana is not looking too good for the Mountain King at all. Can he save this TC to level... Oh, he is level 6. Ultimate unlocked. TC is not going to die anymore.
But FoCuS just doesn't have the DPS. The priests are easily, seemingly out-healing everything. A little bit of chip damage that is coming in. And this expansion is now falling in earnest. There's no holding it anymore.
How long until we mine out?
We should have a bit more time, I think. Zeppelin by Sok. Okay.
Yeah, FoCuS has barely anything to work with at this point.
Sok is actually so rich because he hasn't been losing units for a really long time. 800 gold. Hero kill is the only way for FoCuS.
Yeah, I agree. TC used the invul before. And the Zeppelin to get out of surrounds. Yes, there's Ensnare. Yes, there's Storm. Yes, surrounds were an opportunity. But not with the Zeppelin here. TC, of course, not getting focused at all. Needs a new focus point. Stomp's okay. Chain Lightning to follow it up. Man, this decision to go for level 3 wolves. I'm not too sure. Level 2 Chain Lightning was great. No mana on the TC anymore, but he still gets quite some kills. Lightning Shield. Oh, nice. Okay, this forces him to kill the TC, but he's coming back. And boom, full mana, full HP, stomp on the Mountain King. Maybe he's gonna get it. 5 seconds is the damage enough. No, it's not. But the potion, I guess he can burn through it, but he's trying to get the TC as well. Resurrection has a big cooldown. Mountain King falls though. TC should survive with the next storm. That's level 6 on the Farsi, and this is level 3 Chain Lightning. Finally, Mountain King is back, has no mana, level 6 on his side as well. That was so expensive. FoCuS, everything dying for him.
Dude, this game is amazing. This keeps on going back and forth with more and more hero kills. But Sok, as we said earlier, he was rich. He could afford that hero buyback. And now the mains are getting really close to mined out.
Yeah, I think so too. Oh, killing the shop is nice. There we go. No income anymore, for FoCuS at least, due to the harasses throughout the game. Sok is mining for a bit.
And this is where human always has the big advantage. Free mana regen, free healing, without gold required.
And mass teleport even. I mean, there's a snare and stomp against it, still. This game's pretty sick indeed. So Zeppelin gone. Mana is the big issue. He's going for this Archmage for now. Very exposed Shaman. That's 2 kills pretty much.
Mass teleport to reposition to get the MK out of that situation.
You're a little ahead of me. So yeah, Stomp and Chain Lightning used. FoCuS has to play this so careful, waiting for his next chance if the cooldowns are off. Oh, wow, that was close. There should be stun now, right? There should be a Stomp ready. Doesn't he have the mana? Oh, this TC dies. Long range Storm Bolt. That's gotta be it if the Mountain King does not fall. 50 supply, 50 HP. Speed scroll invested. He needs some range attacks. He needs a purge or something. Reposition with the TP again, and that's gotta be it.
Yeah.
GG. 1-1, ladies and gentlemen. We go full distance before we go into the grand final.
That was a great game. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Whew, kept on going back and forth there with those hero kills. By the way, we saw after the TC died for the first time, we saw his inventory again. He had the TP and an invul. And FoCuS let him die. FoCuS wanted to transfer the TP and then TP out. Was too greedy to use the invul to safely get out. And that broke his neck. If he just TPs out, saves all of his units, gets back to the expansion, defends there with 65 supply, it's going to be a very different game. But well done by Sok, fighting his way back really, really well.
Cool turnarounds in general.
Yeah, and the high level MK plus the breakers, once again looking really strong. FoCuS almost did it with the hero kills.
Yeah.
But yeah, those level 3 wolves, that was... I'm not so sure about that one.
Thank you, Pymeric, for the 500 bits. Greetings to Jacob from Cologne. Thanks for the entertainment, guys. I wonder if that's the Jacob from Cologne that I crashed at once. That was a cool dude.
Thank you, Jacob.
Wait, $1,500, one map. We'll decide this. And then best of 5 grand final. We're about to crack 3K viewers here at 11:25 Central European time. Feels good, guys.
And you're all tuning in for good reason. This is Warcraft on the highest level. Our last map here in the 3rd place match coming in. Let's see if I can remember the map. What was it again? I can't remember. It was not concealed, right? Yeah, it was Amazonia, exactly.
Okay.
So FoCuS picking AZ just like he did against Infi earlier. Hopefully this time, the lightning shield creep works out a little bit better.
Yeah, he needs to know what went wrong and why that creep went so horribly wrong against Infi. No lightning shield, purges. Everything you don't want. He got it.
Yeah. I'm not 100% sure it works again with the lightning shield. I think You need to be standing still until he casts the lightning shield and then move your hero or something like that.
Not always, though. It's really weird.
Yeah. Sometimes also you can do it with melee units. I still don't know how exactly that works.
Me neither.
Creep AI.
Oh, there's something with like stop command or something. Someone told me once, I forgot again. Sorry.
It's okay, Neo. It's still somewhat early. Yeah, we got up quite early today. 9 a.m. Huya Super League was quite a roller coaster ride with the schedule. We started at 10, we started at 11, we started at 9.
No one really knew when things would be starting, but we got there in time for the decision. Now, game 3 in the game for third. One map, 1.5k. FoCuS could break $10,000 prize money with the win here. Whoever loses gets home empty-handed. We're on. Amazonia it is, as you said. Sock on the bottom left, FoCuS in the upper right.
The Farseer Lightning Shield creep is absolutely to be expected. Don't really see any other reason why this map would be the pick of choice. Not really that easy for TC to creep level 3. Not really very easy to expand, so I'm still kind of surprised FoCuS picked it. Yes, of course, Lightning Shield creep is good, but there seem to be a lot of downsides to this map. Infi, when we saw him play here earlier, he played insanely well. That was impressive how the Chinese human did there. Sock, he played here earlier as well against Happy. That was more of a nightmare game from his perspective. But he showed on our last map on Northern Isles here in this game for third that he is absolutely a contender for at least third place. The bronze medal. Isn't there... Which Olympic Games is it this year? Is it Winter Games?
Summer Games in Japan?
Okay. Alright. Yeah, not so interested in that. I like Winter Olympics, but summer...
What do you watch?
A lot of it, like the snowboarding and when they're all racing at the same time. What's that called again? Trial?
Cool. Cross
or trail or something?
Yeah.
Or cross? Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of cool things in Winter Olympics.
I never thought you would be interested in any sports.
I watch sometimes football as well, but it comes at, like, not European football, American football. But it always comes at these awful times.
Never knew that. Never. Oh, can Sock steal this? Oh, nope. That's a way better start than he had against him.
Look at that creep route by Sock.
True. What
Kobolds first.
What the fuck? I mean, he kind of has time for that.
Huh. Yeah, that's actually kind of cool. Because you know you're not getting harassed because the human wants, the orc wants to go lightning shield creep. And then you take the renegade after. Ooh, I like this. Dude, Sock has some amazing opening builds. I do appreciate that.
You do like your openings. That is
hell yeah.
For sure. Isn't there a way to punish it though? If you start the renegade so late?
Oh, that chain lightning though.
Oh, here we go. You're once again a little ahead. And that's exactly what we talked about earlier. If you get that early level 2, and if you have the chance to use chain lightning, then killing workers is so much easier.
Yeah, so far, 2 peasants lost. That is still manageable. I feel like 3 is still okay. Anything more really hurts.
Well, it doesn't delay the tech as this was started already. Could go into lumber at the early tier 2. Maybe delay rifles, maybe delay mass casters. And that's the next kill right there.
Yep, 3 peasants now. Should certainly be 4. The next zap. Oh my god, the footy gets away. Are you serious? Lulz, 3 HP.
Okay.
Denies him with the pickaxe.
And good damage on this Farseer now, so FoCuS has to retreat. I will restart the stream real quick to catch up with Remo.
So FoCuS falls back a little bit at least. Sock keeps on creeping. It
Actually,
looked like
FoCuS
with
coming back.
Yeah, he's returning again with the grunts here. It felt like with this creep route for Sock, he should be hitting level 3 really, really quickly. But he's still not there. The pressure in the main continues, and that is now 4 peasant kills. It's starting to get quite painful.
Ooh, runs around
though. Yeah.
Speed scroll and right clicks. It's another footman dead. Lots of casualties in the early stages of this war.
That sounds like a historic quote. We need Second Hungarian Army back again to tell us if that is actually a historic quote. That looks like a zap last hit. Oh yeah.
Exactly, and all of a sudden he's 2.6. That is quite a rise. Archmage not level 3. He steals, they add up.
How much damage is level 1 zap again on the first target? I think it's 85 or something like that, right?
On the first one, sounds pretty weak.
It shouldn't be more than 100. No way. No way. It definitely has to be less.
No. It's 85, 125.
Oh, I'm so good, dude. Like, dude, my intuition today.
I'm so good.
I'm feeling very feminine today. All that intuition.
Here we go, we delay the launch, and that's a big move for Sock, who had not the greatest early here, but delaying the Shaman and the Purges makes the Water Elemental more powerful. That's a big move, or was a big move, to run across.
Yep. Level 3 AM pushing the Orc main. We don't see that so much nowadays anymore, but with that aggressive creep route, Sock was able to do that. Of course, did suffer in his own economy department, as we pointed out earlier. But that means... Oh, that's actually gigantic, isn't it? Because now there's no answer to these level 2 Watch Elementals.
Yep, correcto. One Stomp, but it's answered by Stormbolt, and Stormbolt is still, even on level 1, pretty much a guaranteed kill. It feels like he trades 1.5 footmen for grunts.
Oh, Sock could go for the Kodo. He has double Water Elemental.
One is eaten, one is dead.
Oh, the dodge!
Archmage runs away now. If there would be a stump. Oh, the sheep! The sheep! Doesn't get the kill.
Oof. Jesus.
Boots. Remo, what an item.
So good. Dude. I still remember from Footman Frenzy days, don't underestimate the sheep. Do you remember the sheep from Footman Frenzy?
Yeah.
It had Starfall, Stampede, and Big Bad Voodoo.
Ridiculous.
Wait, he had another sick ability. Sheep plus Zeppelin. Exactly. Kevin Schwem knows what's up. Farseer almost level 3, needs one more kill. But against the Stormbolt, not so easy to secure.
It feels like FoCuS' army is so small and so weak. There's one rifle only, but the Water Elementals are... Seems like enough anti-air. He still retreats here, though. But he... Like... How Sock prevents level 3 TC for such a long time. It's pretty great. Archmage inventory also not too bad. Very good at sniping Shaman.
And we have the 2 rifles once again. This is like a Sock specialty, right? This is the Sock build, pretty much. 3 rifles or so into mass casters later. TC level 2. Big heal pot. That is certainly welcome. Finally, Shaman are coming in.
Oh, creep jack. I guess they see each other before. So just a retreat, giving FoCuS more time to gather an army.
2 Wind Riders flying into the main.
Oh, only 1 tower.
But if Sok sends back 1 rifle, that should be enough to deal with that.
After this game, we have the grand final of Happy vs. Infi coming up for the first solo championship in 2020. And yeah, quite effective this harass. Double kill. No reaction at all.
Fortunately for Sok, he's not so much requiring lumber right now. But if he was planning to at some time counter expand, that is not going to work anymore. So he's pretty much forced to stay 1 base this whole game now.
Wolf and Wyvern tear down the tower, at least try to. Quite some gold on Sok's side now.
This is a really nice play.
Yeah.
FoCuS.
Thank you, Cubic TV, for the 2-month resub. Okay, Expo denied. TP used, though.
This was very expensive for Sok. All that FoCuS lost here was a speed scroll and did so much damage in return. Finally a rifle sent back into the main. I feel like this should have been done a long time ago.
More creeping. We're getting the necessary levels now. 333 everywhere. FoCuS very careful with this expansion, right? Doesn't want to have this cancelled again.
I think that's the tower.
Yeah, for sure.
But levels are starting to accrue. MK, okay, not so close to level 4. I thought he was closer. AM, it's level 4. That's also a good one. Moving somewhat far out on the map now, though, is Sok without a TP, when already before FoCuS showed that he's willing to play the run-by style. Oh, this could become really painful right now.
Okay. Sok's still busy. Invo potion on the MK. Nice Room of the Magi. Oh, Lightning Shield, also not too great. Has to dispel it. It's more mana wasted. And the economy is suffering more and more and more and more. No answer. Second TP. TP out. Any kills? Ah, just a shaman. That's level 4 on the MK. So, what's happening in the north? Oh, 140.
So FoCuS, is he gonna keep up this run-by style, or is he finally gonna start defending at the expansion? There is 1 tower up after all already, and a second one in the works.
Big potions. Not too easy to focus anything, and 2 good solutions
That
for
MK.
the club.
540 mana pool. 1200 HP.
Double robe, oh my. Yes.
This MK is too strong to fight right now, I think.
But at one point you need to have a fight. You kinda wanna drain some mana before, so how can you do that?
Sok trying to wall off the base, but that gets interrupted. Farm taken out. And 2 towers are not enough. Oh, I like the new farm coming in.
Yep.
Another little wall off right there.
Prevents the lightning shield damage. Next one. And he's walling off hard. Double lightning now. Can't get the tower, and another TP out. So it's everything but fighting right now.
Yeah, and there was a TP used by FoCuS that Sok didn't have to use. He got there in time without the TP required. I think it's starting to look better and better for Sok.
Yeah, with this MK. That is likely. But how long can FoCuS keep this up? When will Sok have answers to it? Maybe quicker answers. It's getting there, but why we're not coming back too?
this MK dude. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Oh, and he sees the Wyvern this time. No slow, otherwise it could have been a kill. Still no level 4. No level 2 aura. And he's right there to defend. Maybe that is the time for an expansion.
I think Sok may be able to think about pushing here soon. He's got control magic as well. He's taken over the Woofies. Windriders are still annoying. But Windriders in the main means they're not in the Orc base. Sok, though, doesn't want to push too far yet. He's going towards the Granite Golem. Big experience right there. And with rifles and water elementals, not too hard to creep either.
Alright. Wyvern harass continues. Is this gonna be Jack? No, he's too far away. No idea. Nice split screen. Oh, level... Is that level 3 water elemental? No. Right? That's still level 5. No way.
Nope, not yet. Khadgar's Pipe, normally the Dream Drop for Sok, of no use other than gold.
Is there not a single lumber worker anymore? So he can't call them from militia in the fights.
Yep. And certainly can't expand.
And he's supply stuck as well. Soon to be.
Still at 50 supply though, and it's not like FoCuS has a bigger army. FoCuS is trying to invest his resources into towers and expanding and run-bys and that stuff. Or does he? Okay, never mind. 57 supply now for FoCuS. He is starting to get a bigger army over here. These two Windriders have gotten a lot of value.
Yeah, despite the rifle build, there's nothing Sok's doing against it. Which shouldn't be the case, really. There's one. Still same. FoCuS can't really allow Sok to get the second red spot as well. That's not supposed to happen on AZ.
He does have that 10 supply lead. Is it time to go in now? Why are these orcs never buying Invis potions anyway?
He was quite far away from the shop, I think. 1,000 gold for Sok.
MK moving in. Stormbolt on the Kodo. That looks like a pretty easy kill. It is.
Two towers up. Is it enough? Super strong MK versus super strong TC. Who's gonna reach level 5 first? The club was good, but we do have heal scrolls against it. A couple of them. Fastia levels up as well. Water Elemental taken out already. Expo still coming up, but for how much longer? Oh, scratch that. It's gone.
Yeah. Commits to the cancel there. MK wants to slow down with the clap, but finds himself in a surround. Looks like FoCuS trying to hold his own, but the TC in trouble with the scroll coming in, and the heal pot. The TC survives barely.
Oh my, he was playing with fire right there. And snares and cleanup time. No follow-up. He's very conservative with the mana in this fight. Now going for it. Another surround attempt with the wolves. No dispel against it. Ah, there we go. Control magic again. Should really stop with these wolves now. And again, TC falling. Needs to retreat. Tower support is gone.
Fashtir almost full mana, by the way. Why is he not using the zap? Like, even if it doesn't lead to kills, at least the priests are healing targets in the back, and then the front line perhaps can start to die.
I'm maybe the biggest fan of Chain Lightning in the entire world, Remo. I can't answer that. Because I don't know.
Red Cam going towards Sok now, and this may very well be level 5s. Hey, I'm in a bad position though. Asking to get focused. Granite Golem, not dead yet. MK in trouble again, has the invul, may need to use it. Sok trying to hold on to it as long as he can. TC in trouble himself!
Yeah, blocks him with the code. Oh! Down to 60. Mountain King, long range, Stormbolt, but only on the Kodo. That's level 5. Level 5. Almost on the Mountain King as well. And he gets the granite. Sock is in a great position. Cut this pipe again.
But Sock just isn't losing units. Look at his supply. It
Yeah.
keeps going up, even on one base. 64 supply now. 800 gold.
Yeah, he was
And
banking.
somehow he has 400 lumber. How does he have 400
I really don't know. There's no shredder, but he constantly has to reproduce peasants or whatever. It's yeah, weird. He's still harassing though. 3 towers, big investment. You shouldn't really fight into this. TC is still low. The Mountain King, can he carry alone? That was an underwhelming chain lightning. Only on the hero. Now he has to wait until the cooldown is over again to focus fire properly. Moves a bit forward, use that clap, damages the entire army. He needs healing. He needs more healing, but FoCuS feels like Groundhog Day. Getting the Great Hall again cancelled. That chain lightning was better, but we immediately have a heal scroll against it. Clap once more. That was a beautiful stomp. Hits pretty much everything. Chain lightning follow up. Finally, he's using the skill combo right, but to no effect.
TC, if he dies, this should be the game here, certainly.
Towers don't do anything really against breakers. 43 supply only. Super hard to get the reinforcements in now. Sock is expanding. Loses another Grand soon. Loses the Kodo as well. And again the wolves. Like, it drains the mana. Okay. Hero focus on this Archmage. Also doesn't work. Invo potion is ready.
And I think Sock's expansion is finishing, isn't it? There's something coming up on the minimap that looks like the Expo. And all the time, of course, 8 supply in the main with the Wind Riders not involved in the fight.
Yeah. Now Sock is supply stuck. Still with the lead.
Really hard now for FoCuS also to reinforce from the main. With Sock standing between the rally points. Finally a kill to FoCuS with that priest, but he hasn't been getting enough of these.
Yeah, way bigger moves for Sock. Such a tough day for him, going 0-3 in the first few games. No chance, and then turning it around in 2 maps in a row. That's the Stormbolt clap combo and a dead TC, and without the stuns, you can't do anything. $1,500 for Sock, his first big win of the year. And yeah, we have him on our list for the most improved player. He is improving quite a bit. Was destroyed by Happy, also by FoCuS on map 1, but then Mental Strength got him back. 2 maps in a row, $1,500.
And with his own cool little build in this matchup, 3 rifles into mass breakers then after. Kind of a colorfully mixed army. And with that, always an answer to the Wind Riders. Wind Riders in that game standing in the main for a long time, killed peasants and killed farms, that was good. But never really killed enough army.
Yeah. So, you know what time it is, Remo?
What time is it?
It's time for a break, and then for the grand final. Can't wait. Happy vs. Infi hype. Spread the word. 3,300 viewers already, which is phenomenal for not even 12 o'clock. But it's high noon in the Huya Super League. Stay tuned.